This is the Appliance Alliance podcast, where we are elevating the appliance industry, one podcast at a time. And welcome to Appliance Alliance podcast. I am your host with the most equipment, Zach Ryder. And alongside of me, I got both my co-hosts. I have Mr. EJ Magic Mike Johnson.
Hey guys, it's good to be back here again today. Got a good one today. We're gonna have fun tonight. It's the off the clock appliance hour with the man. But right now I'm gonna kick it to TK Cousins, the man with the plan. We need to introduce him now because he cut his beard off and you might not recognize him. But here's TK.
Yeah, I'm here, everybody. A little less hairy, but I'm still here. So we have a super exciting guest tonight. And I know I say that a lot because I'm always excited about our guests. But this guy that we have here tonight, he's kind of the inspiration for me getting into sharing appliance-related information on YouTube, Facebook, all those things, especially YouTube. About 4 years ago or so, I was just knee deep in appliance repair, learning everything I could. And I stumbled across this brother on the internet, and I was watching his videos back to back. I mean, late nights just watching videos, checking them out. And then eventually we linked up, and we've actually become pretty good friends, even though we've never met. And the crazy thing is that the fact of the matter is, at the end of the day, he could be anywhere in the world tonight, but he's here with us, Mr. Brother B from TMM Appliance. Thank you, man, for coming to hang out with us.
Gentlemen, thank y'all for having me, man. I could be anywhere in the world, but I'm here with y'all, and I appreciate that. Thank y'all.
Well, like I said, man, I've been watching your videos for at least 4 years. You were nice enough to have me on your TMM page on YouTube, and we did a little interview, and I was like, man, we got to get Brother B on and chat it up. I've learned a bunch from you over the years, just listening to your videos. And you and your partner, Rick, out there, man, y'all got something awesome going on. I'm constantly sharing y'all's YouTube links on the Appliance Alliance just to, promote you and what you're doing. But let's start off with the basics, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself. I know this is your first actual interview, so tell us how you got into appliance repair. And also, I'd like to know what inspires you to start making the YouTube videos.
Thank you, brother TK. You guys can hear me, right? My audio is good? All right. Well, brother TK, thank you, brother Zach, EJ. Love you guys. Thank y'all for having me on here. I started appliances like about 10 years ago. I had just got out of school for heating and air and for electronics. And I knew that I needed like a job, because when you're like in your 20s, like any job suffices just to like buy beer money and keep the rent on. That was it. But as I got older, I said, man, I got to start like doing something serious. So like somebody had told me about appliance repair, and I actually bought the Eric Kleinert book, and I used to go on like applianceassistant.com, and I used to go on like any available resource at the time, and like I just submerged myself. Like I immersed myself with appliance repair theory, tough, and then I just jumped in, brother. And the disassembly I learned on my own in the field, or I would watch like YouTube, and I would watch like how to take stuff apart. But like the troubleshooting and the diagnostic, I had to learn that on my own. So I relied heavily on sharpening up my skills earlier in my career. And then to answer your second question, as far as the YouTube, man, brother, I won't lie to you, man. we didn't have any. At the time, we had Master Samurai, we had Repair Clinic, and all those parts pro, appliance parts pro, and all those. But we didn't have this. We didn't have like that tech to tech. We didn't have like that peer to peer. We didn't have like that business savvy guys like you and I, and guys in the field. There wasn't that. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna just start going on here talking about appliance repair, the industry. And brother, I was nervous, man, because I was only in it like 4 or 5 years, and I knew there was vets like you, EJ, Zach, guys that like really knew the craft at that time. But we had no representation, or it was very few. I didn't see it, so I felt like, you know what? I'm gonna just go out here and start talking about our industry. And here I am, 4 years later, man. Honored to be on your show.
So one of the things that we were talking about in the pre-roll is kind of the background. You and I have kind of a similar mindset when it comes to going into a customer house. So let's talk about that pet peeve of ours. Like what? So and it kind of digs into what inspired you to start producing the content that you produce. So give us your, you know what I'm talking about. You know the question. You know where the question's leading. So just go ahead and dive into that concept.
Well, brother Zach, I think it all stems from pride in your work, pride in yourself, and pride in your craft. Let's start with those three as the building blocks, and let's build everything up from that. So pride in yourself, you want to be able to articulate the diagnostic to your customer. You want to sound intelligent. You want to look somewhat presentable. And then, you want to have the respect for your craft. So you want to know what this appliance does, how it works. And, you just want to arm yourself with, all these little details so that when you step into the house, you ain't like sounding, like you're not unprepared or it's your first time on one of these.
Look professional.
And
you want to look professional. I mean, that's the goal, right? We're professionals. You want to look professional. You want to be professional going into a home.
You said it better than me. That's true. You said it better than me, man. I can't.
I'll hop in on this a little bit because that's one of the big things that we talk about constantly is just being the type of technician that you go in there as ready as possible. Like Zach was saying in the pre-roll, you're gonna have.
He froze. You're going to have moments where you don't know the appliance, and you have to skip out to the truck. And you know what? Hey, I got to make a phone call. Or I got to look up a parts, or I got to whatever. And you dip out to the truck. TK's back. I'm gonna let him continue with the thought process.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, brother.
All right, cool. But this has happened twice tonight. So anyway, like I was saying, like it's all about going in there as prepared as you can, but you're always going to run across something you've never seen before. And it's not the fact you don't know how to work on the appliance. It's the fact that you just have to get more familiarized with, all right, so how's this set up? That I went out on a Whirlpool laundry center last week. I'd never seen before. And it was completely different than any Whirlpool laundry center I'd ever seen. And I was honest with the customer, professional, and just let them know, hey, I need to do a little more research and come back. Now, granted, I should have done more pre-trip diagnosis, but it is what it is. I wanted to touch on this, Brother B, while we're talking about like how you got into it and all that good stuff. I know when you first got into it, you were mentored a little bit by Brother Ty Advent, right?
Man, yeah, man. I come from good. Thank God, man. And I say this very humbly. Let me be very humble when I'm about to say, I was fortunate enough that my mentors were Thai events and one or two other guys that were big on the appliance, including Scott the Samurai. be clear, it was a time where I would go home my Voxer phone and Scott would be on there just talking Durham. So like I was a newbie, but thank God, like I came from good tutorship, good tutelage. I came from the best. Thank God. I don't know how I landed in that role, but I did get tutored by some of the best in the game. I can't hear you, brother.
I was saying, Ty's awesome. I've reached out. I got a little closer with him through the Voxer channel when I was active on there, which my apologies, just super busy. But yeah, Ty, he's a smart guy, man. He knows his stuff, and I've learned a bunch from that guy.
Yep. I want to send a special shout out to my brother Durham, man. If you're watching this, I love you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Wait, did
so
you?
I wanted to bring this up real quick, man. Do you remember that video you made?
He threw a shout out there. Did you say Durham as in like Durham Appliance, the guy that was huge in appliantology? Am I on the same page with
same guy?
Yeah, that dude. I have never met him. I've never personally talked to him, but I have followed the appliantology thread since I got into the business over 9 years ago. That dude is freaking smart. He is straight up. I mean, you want to talk about next level guys, right? Scott Brown is way up there, and Durham Appliance, like, dude, that's awesome. That is so cool to hear that is, those are our mentors that you had. That's awesome.
Brother, I'm the second gen, brother. I ain't gonna lie, I'm the second gen of them. Because what I was able to do, and I feel like my strength is in this industry is I'm able to relate to the people that they weren't able to relate to. Because you gotta understand something. Them dudes are so far ahead that them dudes is leave your average Joe Blow, that's going right over their head. But thank God I speak Joe Blow language. So I was able to take that tough jargon and dumb it down. And I say this to not disrespect nobody, okay? But for those that, like, including myself, that like I had to make sense of pulse width modulation. The hell was that? So I had to dumb it down to myself. And once I dumbed it down to myself, I was able to explain it in a much simpler way, if any of that makes sense.
No, 100%, man. I had a chance this past week. Just by the time this is out, it'll be a while down the road. But I was at a convention, and his episode will be up. But I interviewed Scott in person. And him and I are sitting there. We're nerding out, and we're talking like top level stuff. And then there's just a point where he's like going over my head. And I've been doing it a long time, so yeah, it totally makes sense having to bring that down to a level where it can be kind of consumed by someone who's maybe not as far along in the industry. It doesn't mean they won't be able to understand that eventually. They're not there yet.
Yeah. Nah, shout out to both those guys, man. And everybody else who helped me in my journey. They don't, those two just don't deserve credit. Remember Eric Kleinhardt. I come from that tutelage too. And if you read that book, remember one thing about him, every chapter, every problem always began with the same thing. Verify 120, verify correct polarity, check this, check that. And once I started like with all that, and then with the samurai and like I said, Durham and all that, I was ready for it. I was in good shape.
Yeah, man. I've joined Appliantology a while back and learned a lot from those guys, and from you as well, as far as just when I first started watching your videos, I was literally just getting started, and I was still learning. And you just showing like the basic tool bags and just stuff that we take for granted, but when you're a brand new dude just coming into this, you want to know what kind of stuff do I need in my tool bag when I go into this customer's house. And as I've seen kind of it's been cool to watch the evolution of TMM and just how you brought brother Rick on, who is freaking amazing, by the way. When he broke down those timer charts he's probably done more than one video, but when he breaks down those timer charts, I never understood timer charts until that day. And I watched that video with Rick and I said, it makes sense. I get it now. I can read a timer chart. So tell me about this. How did that relationship come to be? How did you hook up with Brother Rick?
Man, that's a good question, man. And man, shout out to him too, man. Again, I have very good positive people around me, man. And how me and him linked up was he had a channel too, just like you, TK. And TK, before I answer your question, let me give you some roses, brother. And I don't know if you had any guests give you roses on here, so I'm gonna give you some. I watched you too, though. This is the thing. When you watch one appliance repair, YouTube algorithm is gonna throw anything appliance repair related at you. So I would watch you. So when you say, "Oh, I just started," brother, you weren't even doing appliances repair yet. You were called the picker man. I think you had like a van or something, and you used to pick appliances. And then you went from that to the appliances. And I remember you bought your truck. I think you bought like a Savannah or something, big boy. You was in a caravan, and then you stepped it up to that, and then you were like with the glasses, and you were all. And I said, "Oh man, look at my boy." My boy turned into a full-on tech man. So now you got your own podcast too doing this, man. You went from talking about how to pick appliances to now you out here a major voice in the game, man. So, you definitely doing your thing too. You, Zach, and EJ.
Thank you, man. I appreciate your kind words. I was a picker of all things. I would just buy anything I could make money on, from a thrift store, a yard sale, an auction. I actually still do that to this day, like as a hobby. Some people's hobbies are golf and boating and fishing. Mine is hustling junk on eBay.
Hey, but it worked, man. It worked, man.
Yes, sir. But yeah, tell us a little bit about that encounter with Rick and how that came to be.
Oh, to answer your question, like yourself, he too had a channel, and his stuff was A1. But the thing about Rick is a professional 9 to 5 instructor at the local community college where they just so happen to have appliance repair. Not every city has a major technical adult education center with appliance repair programs. South Florida is one of those programs. So when I started watching his videos that he was uploading for his students that couldn't make it to class, his students started finding me on my channel, and then they were leaving comments. And I was like, "Would you mind if your instructor, if I could meet him?" And he was like, "Nah, come on over." So I actually went to their school, and I hit it off with him right away. I was like, "Look, I got this YouTube channel. I got about 1,000 subscribers, and I only been in it like 4 or 5 years at the time, and I really like your content, and I like to have you on the show more and more." And he ain't mind, man, because the way his school said that he had to shut his YouTube channel down, because if he gives advice and somebody gets hurt, well, technically he can be liable. So the school made him bring the videos down. So I told him, "Nah, your message is too powerful, bro. Come on my channel." And I made him co-owner of TMM Academics, man. We a full LLC, man, and he's just as important to this evolution as I am, man. I'm the face, but he's the behind the scenes. He's the internet. He's everything, man. This is a real 2-man team, and I couldn't have done it without.
Yeah, Brother B, I want to step in here too to get all the light here. Man, I'll tell you, when I started into this, I struggled for a long time and didn't know what to do, but I started getting into YouTube too. I found you after TK, but I'll tell you, one thing that I've seen that sets you apart is you were like the first appliance repair YouTuber that made it fun. Like TK is a fun guy, but his videos, and he tells it all the time, is he's like, he kind of acted and talked higher than his own experience, and it's cool, but it was mostly professional. It was fun, but man, you do these wild off the clock appliance repair hours, Jeopardy games, hanging with a guy live, having drinks and just chatting. Like that one you did with Mike Check, and I think you did one with David. What is it, man, that you like the most? I just see you having fun with it.
Brother, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, man. I am 100 completely percent demonetized. I have strikes against me, copyright claims against me. I'm a mess, my channel. I don't even do it for the money, bro. I just do it because I love it. And brother, man, I remember being broke as a joke, man, and not having two nickels to rub together, man. And this beautiful industry gave me this, man. It gave me, a career, it gave me a way to feed my family, it gave me all that, man. Now, truly, I want to thank you for realizing that. It is hard. It's a hard thing to make appliance repair sexy or fun. So like brother Zach said, man, I take pride, man. When I go into these episodes, man, and I think about them days before. The equipment may not be on Zach's level, but the message, the thought, what goes into them, and what I'm trying to articulate, I treat each one I do, man, like with a lot of pride, man. And I want to say that it's only gonna get better because now we got our training center, we got our school. We got green screen now. We're gonna go virtual. Wait till you see what we got coming for you guys now. We're really gonna push the envelope now.
That's where I was going to go next, man. All this big stuff we've seen. I see. We've kind of touched on the fact that the people that might not know you, you're running TMM Academics in South Florida, training the appliance repair industry, a big reputable force in the industry, changing the game in some cases. What can you share? What's next? What's your goals? What's in the future? Whatever you can share.
No, brother, thank you for the question. Great question, EJ. EJ, when I listen, man, I was very insecure because, like I said, 2-3 years ago, when I decided, you know what, I'm onto something. I got this platform. I got guys that always write me emails. Hey, how do you do this? How do you do that? There may be a demand for this education. So, I decided to go in on it. But when I went in on it, I had a hands-on event. And my first hands-on event, it was small and relative. I think we had something like 4 or 5 guys. And then I was going to do a second hands-on event. I had the momentum I had seen, but right around that time, COVID. So everything stopped. And I said, man, how am I going to keep this momentum going? So I decided to do weekly Zoom training where like this, I would have a screen up and I would be showing like what a refrigerator does or how a defrost system works. But it only could go up to so far, that kind of training, that kind of education. So fortunately, we had a Patreon system or like a membership system where like for $25 a month, we were offering like tech support on Voxer. And like I said, we were uploading those videos and man, we had so many people sign up that we were actually able to take those profits, put it in the bank for a couple months and just walk to City Hall and open up our own school. And, we did, and we had our first hands-on like 2 weeks ago, class 01 of 01. We had 12 students turn out. It was a 4-day 8 to 10 hour or 12-hour days, because some days we didn't go home. Just straight up hands-on event, refrigerator repair, where we got into, we touched on sealed systems, we touched on nomenclature, we touched on theory. And as far as now, what our virtual training is on Saturdays, the same way Repair Clinic does their videos, in that kind of high-esque workspace where you have the camera right on the guy screwing, like me and Rick are going to do that now, but for the diagnostic side and for like your seal system work and disassembly on your dryers, washers, and stuff like that. So we definitely trying to put our stamp in the game. Look for us out at ASTI. And like I said, bro, we're a good combination because Rick is smart enough that he got 40-something years teaching, and he too, like Samurai, can sometimes talk a little too smart for your average Joe Blow, but that's where I come in and, you know, kind of keep things at a rudimentary level just to, you know, re-emphasize what he's trying to say. And that combination works good. So, yeah, we got good things on the horizon, brother EJ.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to checking that out, man. That'll be awesome. Yeah, so we're definitely looking forward to hooking up and linking up with you when we get down to Florida in January. So we're gonna make that happen. I was thinking about this, and I know we got to wrap this thing up, but back in the day, you did a video, and it was like 10 personalities of customers, or 10 different types of customers. And I remember I loved that video. And I was curious, do you have any that you could add now that like you thought about? Like, man, because I thought about it several times about like some different personalities of customers that I've ran across.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a part 2 of that. I'll tell you what, when I do it, why don't you co-host it with me?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Definitely. And I wanted to extend my invitation to you guys at the Appliance Alliance. Do any of you guys do sealed system? Do not do sealed system? Any of you guys?
I'm starting next week.
I'm not yet.
To learn or to do it?
I've been training for months, and now I'm gonna get on my own about next week.
Well, listen. I wanna extend an offer. I have a refrigerator course coming up in October. It would be my complete honor. I'll sponsor one of you guys if you want. Free attendance to the class. It's a week long, and you will go back learning seal systems. And you can also document your journey in my school, and you can document it on your channel. So that will bring us promotion. And it'll be, you know, I'll give any one of you guys, well, you know, a free slot if y'all want to come down.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for the offer.
We're going to have to do rock, paper, scissors, EJ. Rock, paper, scissors.
I'll get y'all one time and one the next. How's that?
There we go.
Yeah,
look, those seats cost money, man. But you know what, man? Y'all are good guys, man. And this promotion, man, I see big things on the horizon for you guys and y'all channel, man. If I could give y'all just some advice, you know, my little humble 2 cents, man. For what it's worth, man, just keep on doing what y'all do. Keep consistent, man. Keep grinding and find that creative faculty in yourself, man. Same way like I did those 10 personality types. I did that Jeopardy. There's a lot of stuff that got to be done in the appliance repair YouTube world, man. You know, there's reviews. There's top 5 appliances to work on, top 5 worst to work on. I can go for titles for days, man. And there's a lot of things that need to be covered. And I'm only one voice, but you guys are onto something good, man. So keep it up, man. You have my full support.
That's good stuff, man. Actually, kind of giving it away. The reviews is in the near future. We're going to do reviews.
Great minds think alike.
That's good stuff, man. Good ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been keeping the main podcast as interviews and really trying to elevate the business side of things. But yeah, there's definitely plans to do some of that, the other type of content filtering in through the week. Because obviously the podcast, you know, it kind of feels like crap having to put this interview in the last interview or one of the last interviews. I don't know which order, wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. But we had to bounce to Zoom because we had some issues with our recording platforms. But you know, putting the higher level production style, the business owner, right? Our heart, our passion is really for the business owners in the industry, and not trying to leave everyone else behind, right? So that's going to be the kind of content that filters in throughout the week for us. So it's started trickling in. It's just not all there yet. So we appreciate the 2 cents. It is definitely important. You know, we're definitely a smaller channel than you, you know, but the heart and the passion is there. We're new to the game. As far as YouTube, we're new to the game here.
Brother, don't go off the numbers, man, of the subscribers and all of that, man. then the industry will recognize who's who at the end of the game. Some people don't even subscribe to me, and I know they watch my channel. They write, they leave comments and stuff. So I don't go off of that. Like I said, man, just put your best foot forward, put pride in your videos, and the recognition will find you. Don't look for the recognition; it will find you.
100%. And we are looking forward. We're gonna have to do a follow up, and we're gonna do a follow up. I think in person. I think we're gonna connect down there in Florida in January. I'm bringing out. You will actually get to meet the host with the most equipment. I'm gonna bring my my case down, and we're gonna do some live podcasting while we're down there with as many guys and gals as we can while we're down there. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah. Nah, I ain't gonna put all my secrets out there, but yeah, I'm gonna be definitely. We intend on being a strong force out there at ASTI. We really want to get our name in the industry, and we feel like we got all the resources and all the capabilities to do so. We fully frontline committed to this thing now.
That's awesome. EJ, TK, you got anything to wrap it up?
No, I mean, other than just reiterating, man, we appreciate you taking the time out to meet with us. We're all obviously fans of yours, you fans of us. What we are is four guys in this video trying to change the game, and it's good to meet with minded people that have the heart and the passion to make it a better industry than it is. So I'm gonna give you an opportunity here. Tell everybody where they can find you. We've talked about the YouTube channel. Tell us what it is and how they can find you.
Thank you, brother EJ. Yeah, definitely. Please go on over on YouTube and go on over to TMM. That's Tom, Mary, TMM Appliance Network. And if you want to participate, we got about 300 you see those videos with the timer chart that brother TK was talking about? We got about exclusively about 300. We got about a year's worth of private Zoom recordings, technical, online, located at tmmacademics.com. You can also go there and see our live hands-on event coming up. We got two coming up. We got a board repair course. It's a 2-day, $500 event, $250 virtual. And we got our refrigeration course coming out second week of October. It's a live hands-on event. It's 5 days, about 60 hours worth of training. And if you're interested in that, please go on over to tmmacademics.com. And we also have a walkie-talkie app, Voxer, that you can go on there and communicate with text across the country, across the globe. We got about 100 guys on there now. That's not to say that they're all on there all the time active, but definitely if you go on there, you're gonna find a couple guys that are on at the time just talking. It's very engaging. And you know, when we're out in those trucks, we don't have that camaraderie to talk about things that only we experience and we encounter. So that Voxer app is definitely important because you can just go on there, vent, and talk about your stuff or ask for tech support. So definitely, if you're looking for any of those three, please go on over to tmmacademics.com.
Yeah, I was on the Voxer for quite a while, and I will say this: it's a very good resource because, like me, I'm riding around talking to my partner all day. I'm talking to these guys all day. But there's a lot of guys and gals out there. They don't got nobody to talk to during the day. And not just the technical support of it, but the camaraderie of it, where, you know, you're just in between calls, chatting it up with, you know, God, like he's got some big hitters in there that know their stuff. So I definitely recommend that to any tech. Not just for the tech support, but for that camaraderie. Well, I want to thank you too, Brother B, for coming on. It's been an honor having you. I look forward to actually meeting with you and maybe grabbing a drink or something in Florida coming up. But thank you for coming on. And we're definitely going to try to figure out which one of these knuckleheads we're going to send down there, either me or EJ, and check that thing out. I appreciate that offer, brother.
Yeah, for sure, man. Definitely. And thank y'all, man. Hey, this is my first time ever being interviewed, man. So how did I do? I always do the interviewing. How was it to interview?
You did great, brother. You did great. So, guys, we are going to go ahead and drop all the links for everything that he was sharing tonight. It was such an honor to have him on. If you followed our channel at all, you watch any of our videos, you know that we're about elevating the industry,